It's time for Eudora High School Athletics. On your new home for Cardinal sports, Eudora Sports Live. Eudora Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. They have Kansas covered with 23 companies to give you the best choices possible. Learn more at kansasins.com. Eudora Sports Live is also presented by It's time for Eudora High School Athletics. On your new home for the Cardinals, Eudora Sports Live.
Welcome in, everybody, here to the Kaw Valley State Bank pregame show. My name is Reed McAvoy. Standing beside me is Kevin McAvoy here in the lovely Chieftain Arena from Tonganoxie, Kansas, on the final day of this invitational tournament that is going to wrap up with both the guys and girls playing in what is effectively turned into a doubleheader for us here as the broadcasters, as the guys will begin at 11:30, and on this same broadcast, the girls will play at 1 o'clock. With the girls playing in the third place game and the guys about to start here in this fifth place game against Schlegel. We will go to break and we will then begin starting to analyze what we think this game is going to look like, what kind of things we're looking forward to here today as this tournament is coming to a close.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Welcome back here to Eudora Sports Live pregame show brought to you by Kaw Valley State Bank. Kaw Valley State Bank provides the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking service possible. Proud to cheer on the Cardinals and serve the Eudora community. Learn more at kawvalleystatebank.com. And as we are closing in on the beginning of this one, you see on your screen, this is 2-seeded Eudora taking on 4-seeded Schlegel. And coming into this tournament, both teams snapped a 4-game streak of sorts. Schlegel had a 4-game losing streak, and they ended that getting a win over Harmon just before this tournament began. Then they lost their first-round matchup, won their second-round matchup, and that is why they are here. Meanwhile, Eudora had a 4-game win streak get broken just before the commencement of this tournament, losing against Bonner Springs. And then they lost their first-round matchup to Metro Academy, and then have won their second-round matchup against the hosts Tonganoxie to be here. And a note on Metro Academy, the Mavericks will be playing in the championship game today against the undefeated Atchison Phoenix. Despite coming in as the 7 seed, very impressive showing from them. I think they've surprised a lot of people, including these Eudora Cardinals, unfortunately, but there definitely could be some consolation if the eventual champions are the ones to kick you out of the tournament.
Well, one of the discussions we had was talking about seeding. An early season tournament like this, the seeding is always tricky. You're taking best guess. Some of these teams didn't even turn in a win-loss record, and so they slipped to the bottom. And so they were kind of unknowns. And so as we're here in the 5th place game, the number 2 and the number 4, this is probably about right.
Yeah, and Schlegel earned the 4 seed on a record of 1-3 coming in. Definitely not an impressive record, but it earned them a higher seed. And they are now here in the 5th place game, so it seems that it's about on par with where they are supposed to be. Eudora may be playing a little bit below their level in the tournament as the 2 seed. I don't think that's a bad ranking for them. They've had a very good season, but find themselves here in the 5th place game today would still be nice to end on a win, get going, come out of this tournament on a 2-game win streak, and potentially look to a good rest of the season. So we will take another break and be right back.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Welcome back here as we are approaching the conclusion of the Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show and closing in on tip-off, which tip-off will be brought to you by the Pyramid Place Early Education Center. The opening kick off your child's educational success by enrolling them at Pyramid's Place. They're your place in Eudora for quality preschool education, childcare, and after-school programs. To learn more, visit them on their Facebook page or call 785-542-1296. They're about to also get into the starting lineups here, which will be brought to you by the Eudora Community Library. The Eudora Community Library is proud to support the Eudora Cardinals by providing exceptional community events for children and families through excellence, inclusion, persistence, and collaboration. Go Cardinals, the library is cheering you on. We will take one last break as they announce these starters, and we will relay them to you, and we will be back with the start of this game on Eudora Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Welcome back here. About to have tip-off here. They just gave us a starting lineups, which are once again brought to you by the Eudora Community Library. Start with the Eudora side of things. You've got number 0, Micaiah Jerome, number 5, Errol Seaman, number 13, Connor Watson, number 21, Jake Arnold, and number 24, Logan Sullivan. On the Schlegel Stallion side of things, number 1, Pearson Miller, number 2, Diamond Evans, number 10, JoJo Richardson, number 12, Ronnie Bush, and number 13, Tyrone Jones. Something that jumps off the page looking at that Schlegel starting lineup is 6'4", Ronnie Bush. That's number 12, the junior. as well as a 6-foot freshman in number 13, Tyrone Jones. So they've got a couple very tall players on their team, but that's also countered with JoJo Richardson, who stands 5'5", Diamond Evans at 5'6", Pearson Miller at 5'8". So there will be some specific players that have a great height advantage, and then the rest of it will be a little more in the middle. What you got, Kevin?
Well, and before the game started, they recognized JoJo Richardson as the free throw shooter of the tournament.
See if he plays a role somehow in that way as well. Right there, Pearson Miller stepping out of bounds with the ball in his hand, so it's going to go over to the hands of the Cardinals.
Still scoreless.
Schlegel's most recent game against Christbrook went into overtime, a 68-63 win. We have yet to see an overtime game here ourselves, but they have experience in that, most recently coming out on top. And then there is Connor Watson getting the first bucket of the day. Nice right-handed layup there, giving the Cardinals the lead. Let me get the score.
Quick steal by Eudora.
And Errol Seaman tucks that one away. So Cardinals out to a 4-point lead here early on. This is Miller, senior. Hands it off here to Jones. Back in the hands of Miller. And then Arnold able to intercept that one. Here's Sullivan trying to put it away. And going to be a foul called down there. Sullivan helped up off the court by Ronnie Bush.
Somehow they're calling it an on-the-floor foul as opposed to a shooting foul.
Sullivan did take a while to...
It is shooting foul, okay.
Okay, I could have seen it because Sullivan did take a while to get the ball out of his hands despite jumping up, but the foul does go against Tyrone Jones, first of the game. Sends Sullivan to the line here. Makes the first. Cardinals up by 5 now here early.
Well, and I'd say ball handling is going to be, could be the deciding factor at this point in time. Schlegel's had a hard time keeping their hands on the rock.
And very nicely done. Sullivan puts both of his away. Schlegel coming into this game 3-6. This is Diamond Evans, 5'6" sophomore. Hands it off to Jones.
Another steal.
Watson trying to go on the fast break here. Did really well to get Diamond Evans to slip. Evans had done really well to sprint down court and get in Watson's face. He just gave him a little bit of hesitation to put that one away. And then a timeout is going to be taken. So we will be right back. Back again here. And I am noticing I've got my scoreboard switched. Cardinals are on top, not Schlegel. We've got the Cardinals listed as the guest in this one. There is Watson. Gets this one to Arnold, and Arnold gives the Cardinals a double-digit lead.
The fast break is really working to their advantage right now.
An essentially perfect start to this game for the Cardinals. I think really you could easily use the word perfect. 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and everything else has gone exactly right so far. Here's Bush, now Evans, now JoJo Richardson.
The defense has been near perfect as well with 3 steals. Really impressive.
Still doing really nicely, the defense, to close any avenues for Schlegel to get towards the rim. Here's Diamond Evans trying to make that happen, though, and unable to put it away. And then a foul is going to be called in favor of Eudora. So the perfection rolls on here early. Foul goes against Ronnie Bush, the 6'4" junior. And then Caleb White, 5'6" freshman, has just taken a seat by the scorer's table. He's about to check in for the Stallions. Here's Jerome. Now Arnold, now Seaman. Look towards Watson, but ends up going for Sullivan. Wide open three, and it won't go for him.
I'd love to see some guys do some offensive rebounding.
With the early lead, definitely could lead to some complacency. Hopefully not, though. Diamond Evans' shot there as he was falling down didn't go, so they are still with the donut up on the scoreboard. Here's Sullivan from even further out, and that's about where he's comfortable from. Makes that one go 13-0 now.
Just need to find his range, that's all.
Yep. He said that was a little too close for me before. Let me just take another step back.
Yeah, I think he feels comfortable when he's shooting on the road from Eudora.
Yeah. I mentioned the weather last night as it was all of 10 degrees. We have now hit negative numbers outside. Thank goodness this Chieftain Arena is keeping us warm. Pearson Miller thought about the three, but ended up passing it off to Tyrone Jones. Now back in the hands of Miller. Miller's going to drive to the basket, working against Jerome, and his shot will bounce away, and then Ronnie Bush ended up hitting Sullivan in the face there. Totally unintentional, but that doesn't make it feel any better. Foul's going to be called on Micaiah Jerome. Looks like Sullivan's going to be able to walk off the hit to the face that he took. So Ronnie Bush is going to get a chance to fix the donut up on the scoreboard for the Stallions. Won't do it with the first opportunity. And then a couple of substitutions are going to go. Caleb White does come in for the Stallions. And then Jerome and Arnold come out for Jerry Coble, a name we have not called often this season. And let's see who else came in there. We've got Jackson Smith as well, the 6'2" junior. Jerry Coble, 5'9" senior. I've got him listed as a small forward and a shooting guard.
Last touch by Eudora. Conference by the referees here. Oh, they changed possession.
After Bush missed both of his chances there, it is still a shutout here early on. Impressive performance by the Cardinals.
And Schlegel moves into a full court press now.
Maybe feeling some urgency just in the sake of needing to get back in this thing. Obviously, all kinds of time left in this game, but don't want to let themselves slip away here. Only in the first quarter, already with a 13-point deficit. This is JoJo Richardson, 5'5" junior. And got an untied shoe for Diamond Evans. That's a new one.
That's an equipment timeout.
Yeah.
Officials timeout.
Early on here, 0-13 is the score. Schlegel's committed 2 fouls. Eudora has committed 1. Eudora has 5 timeouts remaining. The Stallions have 4. Here's JoJo Richardson working against Coble. Finds Diamond Evans with Watson in his face. This is Caleb White. Errol Seaman on defense. Stallions just unable to find anyone open. Nice pass there across court, though, from Diamond Evans to JoJo Richardson. Still no way through for Schlegel. Here's Diamond Evans trying to change that and airballs it. Jackson Smith brings it down. Sullivan has a 3-on-2, but really nicely played there by Pearson Miller to slow him down enough. Couldn't stop Jackson Smith from getting the open shot.
Great tip-out rebound by Eudora.
Errol Seaman finds Sullivan. He might pull up from 3. He does just that, and it won't go off the front of the rim, but great rebound from Coble. And then Smith gets that off to Coble, but a foul is going to be called against Ronnie Bush. Bush is second, third against Schlegel. So Sullivan will go ahead and take the inbound on the near side here. Actually, it's going to be from backcourt. And another name we haven't called a whole lot this season, Cage Crable, checks into the game, number 33, the 6-foot sophomore. Meanwhile, Ronnie Bush comes out of the game. And there is Cage Crable putting that one away early. And then a timeout is going to be taken. Cage Crable puts the lead all the way out to 15 here. We will be right back.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Back here, Eudora Sports Live, 15-0. Cardinals with the same 5 out there, including the newer names of Jerry Coble and Cage Crable.
Impressive that the coach is able to put some of the younger and less experienced players, give them opportunities.
Yeah, I love to see that. I like getting some new guys experience, and they're doing well here. So they might get to have more opportunity. Meanwhile, though, an amazing put away there from JoJo Richardson. Breaks the deadlock. Or excuse me, not breaks the deadlock. Breaks the scoreless run here for the Stallions. That was really nicely done by JoJo Richardson. I don't even know if he was looking at that shot, but he knew where the basket was and put it away very nicely. Here is Coble for 3 and comes up short. Then we've got a push there under the basket in favor of the Stallions. I think that might go against Jackson Smith. See what number the ref calls out. It's going to be 23 or 33. 23, it is Jackson Smith. His first. Second against the Cardinals. Micaiah Jerome comes back in, and then another newer name, number 2, Braden Gardner. 5'8" junior. I've got him listed down as a point guard. Checks into the game. Nice seeing some new faces out there on the court for the Cards.
Last 40 seconds here of the first quarter.
Jerome grabs that one to see if he can add on to the Cardinals' lead that is currently up at 13. This is Arnold. Finds Gardner. Crable. Now Jerome. 25 seconds. Hands it off to Crable. Sullivan could pull up from 3, but he will hand it off to Crable, who's trying to get his second basket here early on, but instead ends up committing a foul. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't see a foul call. Yeah.
Seemed that he might have knocked Diamond Evans over, but just a clean turnover, it would seem. Diamond Evans taking his time, trying to give his team the last shot.
Inside 10 seconds now.
He's going to try to produce that last shot himself, looks like. 2-1, and it's not going to get up from Caleb White. So 15-2 is the final after the first quarter here. Cardinals looking very comfortable out on top.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Back here for quarter number 2. We were just taking notice, looking at the Eudora bench. There are some players that are not here in the gym today, might be contributing to the new players, or not new players, excuse me, the unfamiliar faces maybe, so the newer numbers out there on the court. Those players that are not here include Caden Stedry, Nick Youngkin, Christian Jarrett. So maybe an opportunity for some new guys to get out on the court, get some good minutes in. And so far, it's working very well for the Cardinals. They are out to a comfortable lead. Here's Jerome driving to the basket and just couldn't put it away, and then Arnold got a hand on it. And so it's going to be out on him and go to the hands of the Stallions.
Quality drive down the lane, though.
They've got someone new out there, Savion Ross, 5'10 junior. Number 32 into the game for the Stallions. This is Diamond Evans. Now Richardson, the only player with a bucket for the Stallions. Evans again. Jerome and Gardner don't let him pass. Richardson trying to add a second basket to his name, but
Cardinals are playing phenomenal defense.
ends up coming short. They really are. They are shutting down every possible way towards the basket for Schlegel. Very comprehensive performance here early on. Gardner is going to come out here for Connor Watson. Here's Watson again. Some aggressive defense coming in from Schlegel. And then Sullivan gets a pretty free pass to the basket despite having 3 Stallion defenders between him and the bucket. And then Watson steals the inbound, couldn't put it away, but here's Sullivan, and he won't miss from short range. Great play by Watson. And then Sullivan came in and cleaned it up. 4 quick points for the Cardinals. Has them with 19 now. Schlegel is struggling here early. They look discombobulated out there.
I'm wondering if the coach is using this as a training session for his young players, running a full court press when there's absolutely no reason to, but hard to replicate game-like conditions.
Arnold nearly getting an and one there, but as his shot did not go, he will get a couple shots from the line. Foul goes against Pearson Miller, his first. Sullivan having a chat with Coach Dieterding near the Eudora bench. Arnold's first will not go. And then 3 substitutions for the Stallions. Ronnie Bush and Tyrone Jones re-enter, and Dalen Grisby comes in for his first action of the day, the 5'6 senior, number 5. Here's Arnold's second free throw shot. And it does not go either, but Watson with a great rebound, hands it off to Arnold. Now Jerome drives to the basket, puts it away with a very nice touch shot. And the Cardinals are comfortably out in front here. Well on their way to a 5th place finish in this tournament.
As we mentioned, you'd always want to end a tournament with a win, even if it's not the place you would desire. It's always a good momentum to end on a win.
Yeah, a 5th place blowout is definitely not the storyline I had written for this tournament, as Diamond Evans' 3-pointer won't go, but could be just the thing that they need to get some confidence in as this tournament comes to a close. Could come out with a couple consecutive wins. Sullivan's short-range shot doesn't go, tried to get the putback, and then Evans did really nice to toe tap there, looking like a football player trying to make a catch, staying in bounds and grabbing possession for his team. Here is Caleb White, and another air ball. The Stallions not at all convincing when they shoot from long range.
And the jump ball stays with Schlegel.
Here is Evans inbounding it for the 6'4" Ronnie Bush. Cardinals daring him to shoot from 3. He's not going to take the chance, though. This is Grisby. Now Evans. Evans has definitely been the primary ball handler for the Stallions. This is Jones trying to drive to the basket, and Seaman shuts that one down.
Phenomenal block. The
Sullivan,
defense has been unstoppable.
Sullivan then found Watson. This is a defensive performance unlike anything we've ever seen. And add on top of that, another 3 from Sullivan, his second on the day. Huge lead. Grisby here. Hands it off to Evans. Jerome shutting it down. Evans wanted to get to the basket, but Jerome said absolutely not. Grisby pulls up from 3. At least he didn't airball that one. This has been how most Stallions 3s have gone. But that one goes just as I...
he banks it in.
Just as I start talking down on him, Diamond Evans says, check this out, off the glass and in. So 5 points for Schlegel on the day. Jake Arnold, a great last pass there to Jerome, but couldn't put it away from short range. Really liked that extra pass from Arnold. Unselfish, but Jerome couldn't put away the short chance. In a game like this, though, you could be a little more risky with things. It's going so well for them already. Errol Seaman playing great defense without even trying. Bounced off his back.
Another steal for the Cardinals.
Even when they miss, it's a hit right now. As I say that, though, a inaccurate pass for Sullivan has an unforced turnover for Eudora.
Well, and you saw he even tried, as going out of bounds, to bounce it off of his opponent to retain possession. So a good attempt.
Tried to pull the Caden Stedgery special, chucking it back in bounds, but ended up handing it right to a Stallions player. Diamond Evans pulls up from 3. That looks good. Hits off the back, though, and doesn't go. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Here's Micaiah Jerome. Arnold hands it off to Sullivan, who's going to take that 3 on the run.
Count
and that's
it.
going to potentially be a 4-point play. Unbelievable there from Sullivan.
Count the 3. Fantastic.
I mean,
coach has got to be so proud. These guys doing great fundamentals.
Yeah, his momentum was still carrying him when he pulled up for that. That is just unbelievable accuracy to know how to factor in his momentum with that shot. And now he could make it into a 4-point play. Triple substitution as well for the Cardinals. Sees Cage Crable enter in again, as well as Braden Gardner. Looks like Jackson Smith is the third one. Can't make it into a 4-point play. Doesn't take away from the 3, and he wants another. Won't go. Maybe it will. It will. He can't help but laugh at that one. Not how we planned it.
I'd always thought that bouncing on top of the backboard was an out of bounds, but I guess some of these guys let it go.
That is just the Cardinals' luck so far. Errol Seaman getting a steal with his back, and Sullivan making a 3 that bounces off the top of the backboard. Backs getting involved here early on. Here's JoJo Richardson. Caleb White. Now Grisby.
The team defense has been so impressive.
Here's Grisby. He wants it from 3. Left-handed shot. Does not go. Wasn't a bad shot, though. And then a really nice rebound from Jackson Smith. Watson presented a chance here. Did well to stay in. And then Cage Crable lost the handle on it, unfortunately, as he was trying to get his second basket of the game.
Hard to dribble in the paint. Try to advise big men not to do that.
Smith slaps that one away. Crable hands it up to Watson, and Watson puts it away, and it's going to be a potential and 1. Crushed to the ground there by Caleb White. Looks like Watson's going to be all right. Some nice improv play there. As Jackson Smith slapped it up. Crable then handed it off to Watson. 23-33-13. Potentially a 3-point play. Just over 90 seconds left. It won't be a 3-point play. And will it be rebounded by the Cardinals? It will, but actually it's going to stay in the hands of Eudora. I suppose Ronnie Bush must have gotten a hand on that one. Then a double substitution. Errol Seaman comes in for Jackson Smith, and Jerry Coble comes in for Connor Watson. Quick inbound from Sullivan. Sees him just as quickly intercepted by Ronnie Bush, and just as quickly turned over to Jerry Coble. Some 10 seconds of ugly basketball there. Here is Braden Gardner. Try to get that to Crable. Crable gathers it up after Ronnie Bush got a little hand on it. Sullivan from way downtown off the front of the rim. Finds its way back to Braden Gardner. Seaman gets it into Crable. Can he put another one away? He cannot. A foul will be called, and he's going to be sent to the line. That's going to be the third on Ronnie Bush here already early on. The 6'4" presence, I was expecting to play a much bigger role in this one. Might see himself eliminated from this game early on.
Well, that was a great pass to the low post.
Yeah.
Good opportunities.
And then Crable's first won't go. He's got 2 points on the day at the moment. Here's his second. Does go, puts him up to 3 on the day. Under a minute left now. JoJo Richardson made the first bucket of the day for the Stallions, which is unfortunately only 1 of 2 for them. Here is Grisby, hands it off to Caleb White. He's got Errol Seaman in his face. Grisby has Gardner in front of him, Coble in front of him. Richardson working against Gardner. Gardner did really well to stay in his face, but it's going to be put away by Richardson, but then waved off. There might have been some goaltending up there after the initial foul, so just negated the bucket. Means that Richardson will get a couple shots from the line here. Foul goes against Braden Gardner, his first. First for the Cardinals here as well. A nearly perfect second quarter. With 31 seconds left, they commit their first foul. JoJo Richardson puts that one away.
And I think the Eudora coach has to be very proud of the way the boys have been working as a team. Great offense, great defense, everything working so far.
Arnold, Watson, Jerome, and in. Gardner, Crable, and Coble out. Here's Richardson trying to get his 4th point on the day, and he does just that, taking, once again, the team lead 4 points with 4. Cardinals don't even need to force a shot here, but I'm sure they'd like to add to their lead. Something aggressively being called out by the Schlegel bench. I guess they wanted some defensive adjustments to be made in that moment. Sullivan gets it to Jerome. Jerome gets it off, and Jerome! Are you kidding? As time expires.
Beautifully timed.
He pulled that one up immediately. Gave no chance for anyone to close him down. Beautiful play there. Micaiah Jerome putting the Cardinals up to 36 points. It's going to be a 29-point lead heading into the halftime break.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Gene's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Gene's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Gene's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Gene's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas?
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Welcome in here as we begin our Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show here on Eudora Sports Live. A very comfortable first half here for the Eudora Cardinals. Sees them on top 36-7. Not trying to jinx anything. This one would be hard to lose at this point.
As you said, you don't want to say it, and as I've said, I don't know, hundreds of times.
No lead is safe.
No lead is safe.
No, the second I said those words, I regretted saying it. It's just tempting the universe. But it's been a very good start here. The Cardinals have been able to get some lesser known faces involved here on the season, and it's been a really good day. 36-7 here over the 4-seeded Schlegel. Just they're well on their way to the 5th place finish, which is, I think, just what they needed here. Since this tournament did not start the way they wanted, being upset by 7-seed Metro Academy, to end it strong is the best thing you could ask for in terms of bouncing back.
Right. So you talk about it's halftime adjustments. What are the coaches going to say? The Eudora coaches, I don't think they have a whole lot to say. I think the passing has generally been crisp. They've been looking for great opportunities, taking the wide open threes. The last second shot from the deep corner, beautifully orchestrated. The defense has just been dominant.
Yeah.
And likewise, the Schlegel coaches, they have a lot of opportunities. You can look for different levels of success, whether that's getting to 25 points for the game, getting better shots, getting the ball down low. Lots of opportunities for growth there for Schlegel.
I would say definitely don't let them change anything on defense. And I really like how the offense has been too. Every player has been driving to the basket, trying to put it away. I think maybe the one thing, if you had to find something to ask them for, is some offensive rebounding could be a little bit better. But even that has been a very good.
Better than average.
Yes, yeah, better than their typical performance on the season, which it is in a great season. It's been a very good season, and it's just been a all around really good day. A lot of positives to take away. Hopefully that second half looks a lot like the first, and we can get into the team we're seeing warm up now as they prepare for the 3rd place game against Wamego. That is the Eudora Lady Cardinals warming up there. We will take another break here from your Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show and be back closer to the second half action.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Back here again on the Jeans Heartland Foods halftime show. Kevin, something I thought would be fun to do is we've got 60 seconds left to the second half tip is an early candidate for the Barbed Wire Barbecue. Who's smoking player of the game? Who do you got for that?
It's got to be Logan Sullivan in my mind, with the unconventional shooting, the ball handling, steals, being there for rebounds. Really impressive game for the young man.
I would say he's also got an early candidate for the absolute painting, absolute play of the game with that. I'm not even sure what to call it. The moving three off the ground, sort of a fadeaway shot that ended up potentially being a 4-point play. He didn't turn it into that, but to think of that shot already being without his feet set, and he did it through a foul as well. Definitely an early surprising play in this game. It's been a lot of fun. Logan Sullivan, early candidate for both honors of player and play of the game. We will go ahead and keep you here, wrapping up our Jeans Heartland Foods halftime show.
See if the coaches are make any adjustments. This play is about to begin.
Jeans Heartland Foods is a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from everyday essentials to items from around the world. Jeans is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. See weekly specials and more at heartlandfoodsstores.com. And right on cue, quarter number 3 underway. From Tonganoxie, Watson, the ball in his hands, gets it to Sullivan, who then finds Seaman in all kinds of space. Tucks that one away easily. Nice start for the Cards.
I don't know if Logan Sullivan is a team captain, but he certainly is the leader on the court right now.
Doing some great things for his team. And then Diamond Evans trying to find Ronnie Bush, who's 6'4" frame. I just cannot help but continue to call out, even though it has not played much of a role here early on. There, though, he did use it to draw a foul against Errol Seaman. Referee talking with the scorer's table here. Actually, the foul goes against Jake Arnold. Must have been away from the pass then. Either way, first foul of the second half goes against the Cardinals. They might be calling out a correction here that it was Errol Seaman, and indeed it was. I knew what I was talking about. Errol Seaman committed that foul as he was going up for the ball against Ronnie Bush. So first against him. Evans with Watson in his face. Gets it into Richardson, his team's leading scorer. Gets it to Tyrone Jones. Now Diamond Evans. He made a 3 earlier in the game. Tyrone Jones passed up the corner 3. He has a chance at it again if he gets the ball, but instead, Ronnie Bush, finally, first time today, using that tall frame of his, put one away from short range. The third different player to score for the Stallions, excuse me. He has 2, Evans has 3, Richardson has 4. Sullivan wants it from 3, and he gets what he wants. Definitely a leading candidate for that barbed wire barbecue. Who's smoking player of the game? JoJo Richardson thought of the 3. Evans did the same. He's looking at Jones in the corner. Instead, he calls Richardson towards him and then passes it off to him. Jones is going to drive to the basket and draw a foul against Micaiah Jerome. So Richardson's going to get to go to the line. He was sent to the line earlier and did not make either one.
And what I'd imagine the Schlegel adjustments halftime coaching would have been trying to get that ball down low, and it seems like that's what they're trying to adjust their game to now.
This time they called the foul against Jake Arnold.
He was due.
And Richardson converts there, putting his team leading tally up to 5. Could potentially add to it more. They hold up the play for a second as Ronnie Bush was tying a shoe at half court. Here is the second shot from Richardson. Hits off the front of the rim and doesn't go, so just 5 on the day for him. 10 for Schlegel, finally into double digits here.
Another great rebound by Eudora.
Sullivan, this is just going to be a long 2, and it won't go either way. Richardson gets the rebound uncontested. Looked like the Cardinals might have been trying to foul him there, but got away with it.
Well, he was having a hard time hanging on to the ball.
All familiar faces out there so far. No Crable, Gardner, or Coble just yet in the second half. And Errol Seaman got that steal, but Evans grabs it right back, and he's trying to capitalize, moving quickly. And here's a 3-point shot for Pearson Miller. Won't go, and then Arnold puts it out. So it's going to be a Cardinals ball. The referee saw it differently. And Delenn Grisby comes in for Tyrone Jones. The press from Schlegel is going to work out here. They've presented themselves with a 3-on-2, but I think the Stallions actually moved too quickly, which is something I've never said before, and ran into the cover of Eudora and ended up letting that opportunity go amiss.
Well, and they missed an opportunity with a man down below the net that just didn't feed them.
Interesting, though, seeing that press work out. I'm sure that that little sliver of success there is going to result in Schlegel keeping up this strategy, as it's got Sullivan under a lot of pressure. Does well to find Watson. Savion Ross checked back into the game for Schlegel. This is Grisby.
Schlegel was able to get the ball turned over without a shot.
And then hands it over to Watson. Another fast break. He had one of these earlier and puts it away very comfortably. Nicely done there to help as the Cardinals were getting a little bit shaky in terms of the entire day's performance. The third time holding up play for a Schlegel player to tie their shoes here.
Got 2 of them this time.
Cage Crable comes in for Errol Seaman. And Caleb White comes in for Pearson Miller. But as I was saying there, the Cardinals, just for a second there, were definitely playing lower quality than they had done the rest of the day. And Connor Watson helped take the ball from Pearson Miller, run down court, put that one away all by himself. Maybe right the ship the tiniest little bit that it was off kilter for the Cardinals. But Delenn Grisby gets a bucket to go there. So Schlegel's up to 12. The press still is how they want to do things here. Crable gets that one out to Watson. Then Watson finds Jerome. In again, this is Smith. Crable in some space and won't put it away, but he'll get sent to the line again. Went 1 of 2 earlier. They call that one on Savion Ross, his first. Second against Schlegel.
Well, I think that the halftime adjustments for Schlegel have been very effective. The team really has gotten more animated, certainly much more aggressive and trying more things, which is great.
Already got 5 points here in quarter number 3. They had 7 in the entirety of that first half. Aaron Johnson, a new name for Schlegel, coming in, 5'10 sophomore, comes in for Savion Ross. Here's Crable's second of 2. And it doesn't go, so he's going to be 1 of 4. But then Jackson Smith with the rebound and the putback shot. Very nicely done there. Cleaning up after Crable's free throw miss. Crable gets a hand in on that one. Great play from him, using his size very nicely. Just outstretch that long arm to block that pass. And Sullivan with the steal. Wide open for him. Make sure he stays cool, calm, and collected. Does just that. Big smile on his face after he puts that one away. Cardinals are basically doing it with their eyes closed, but JoJo Richardson has something to say about that. Getting it to go from 3, brings his total up to 8 on the day. And then Jackson Smith with a quick response there. Cardinals closing in on 50 points.
I'm the Cardinals coach. I'm totally fine with the points Schlegel is scoring. I think they are taking the opportunities that they need to be trying.
3 different Cardinals players there snapping at that rebound. And the press is not going to be applied here on this possession. So Sullivan will drive to the basket himself, covering 3/4 of the court there to make that one happen. And the Cardinals have surpassed 50 points. Got the inverse of their opponent's score, 51-15. Caleb White here. Now Dynan Evans made a 3 earlier and gets a second. He's got 6 points on the day now. Schlegel already have well surpassed their first half tally just in this third quarter alone. So they have definitely awoken a bit. A quadruple substitution for the Cardinals sees Jake Arnold, Braden Gardner, Jerry Coble.
Meanwhile, there's a traveling call against the Cardinals.
And Errol Seaman come in. So they do turn that one over. It was Sullivan, Smith, Crable, and Jerome checking out. So after 0 points in that first quarter, 7 in the second, now 11 here in quarter number 3. Schlegel steadily climbing. I think that's good to see for them, even though, of course, you don't want, the Cardinals. You want the Cardinals' defensive performance to stay at the high quality that it was at. It's fun to have, some competitive fight back in the game. I think that'll keep Eudora in it, wanting to, continue to drive to the basket on offense rather than getting a little complacent as they're seeing Schlegel start making some buckets now. Gardner inbounds that one. Gets it back from Watson and then tries to get it back to him. Evans got a hand on it. So the press is definitely in action again, and a timeout will be yelled out from Coach Dieterding on the bench. So we will be right back.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Gardner inbounds to Watson here. Minute 35 left in quarter number 3. Finds Seaman in a lot of space. And Watson doesn't get it. Airballs that one and then rebounded well by Caleb White. White working against Arnold. Then puts it on the ground. Seaman gets a hand on it, and Arnold ends up coming out with the basketball. Gardner put under some pressure by Evans. Watson working against Richardson. Finds Seaman in space and can't tuck it away. He's a little disappointed with that one, as he couldn't be closer to the basket there and couldn't put it away. Call here will go against Schlegel. Watson drawing the foul. I believe it will be against Diamond Evans. It is indeed his second. And Pearson Miller will come back into the game. Caleb White comes out.
So once again, that full court press is going to be in effect. Cardinals need to adjust for it.
Interesting seeing Braden Gardner playing a role in trying to break that down. You might want someone with a little more chemistry, but as I say that, Errol Seaman and Connor Watson, two regulars on the court out there for the Cardinals, end up turning it over unforced. Definitely putting Gardner to the fire, asking him to break down the full court press. Here is Gardner on defense against Grisby. Had to get rid of that one, otherwise would have been a travel. And it was well done by Schlegel to get the three-point opportunity, but Pearson Miller couldn't put it away. Third quarter drawing to a close here. .15 left. Here's Coble. Watson near midcourt. Watson finds some space against Evans, and then Evans did a really impressive job there to get a hand in front, steal it away, and then Grisby could not put that opportunity away. So the quarter will end at 51-18. Schlegel, though, definitely showing some signs of life. We will take the final quarter break here and be back with the last quarter of this entire tournament for the Eudora boys basketball team.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Eudora Sports Live is brought to you by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. So, quarter 4 about to begin. It will do so in the hands of the Schlegel Stallions in a game that has been very comfortable for the Cardinals all day long. But Schlegel coming off a very hot quarter for them, where they scored 11 points. Cardinals, though, with 51. Here's Grisby from 3 off the glass, and that did not go. Very unlucky for him, but he is then passed the ball, it seemed, from Cage Crable. And JoJo Richardson couldn't get his three to go. Crable, some minor redemption there with a rebound. This is Micaiah Jerome. Sullivan gets it to Crable. Can he put it away? He absolutely can. Love to see it from Cage Crable, bringing his tally up to 5 on the day.
The teamwork has just been extraordinary. Seeing each other, getting open for passes and shots, it's been fantastic.
I really like seeing Cage Crable's involvement here. I think he could definitely be an asset over the rest of this season if Coach Dieterding wants him to be. Standing at 6 foot, he knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Charge against Schlegel.
Braden Gardner earning that one. Foul goes against Delenn Grisby.
Full court press back in effect.
Grisby's second. First for Schlegel. Something being discussed here out on the court. And now Gardner giving the ball, finds Jerome. It's going to be those two having to break down the press applied by Grisby, Evans, and Richardson. Here's Crable, finds Smith, and then Coble in space. Jerome as well. Love to see this passing. Can it end in a bucket? It won't initially, but a great rebound there from Jerome. Jackson Smith gets to the basket, doesn't put it away. Crable with another rebound, and he puts it away. Very nicely done by the Eudora offense there. We would have liked to see either of those first two go, but grabbing the rebound exactly makes up for it.
They're just grabbing a rebound stat.
Absolutely. Aiming for some triple-double. Meanwhile, though, Delenn Grisby getting his point total out to 5. I think it's definitely a good job by Schlegel to have more than 20 points in a game where they were shut out after quarter number 1 and only had 7 at halftime. With a good bit left here in quarter number 4, they've gotten out to a respectable score, certainly. Micaiah Jerome's going to get a couple shots here after Pearson Miller committed his second foul. Jerome's first will not go. 5 minutes left. I think Sullivan has only solidified his Barbed Wire Barbecue Who's Spoken Player of the Game award today. I think he's maintained the play of the game as well.
Haven't seen anything better, certainly.
Yeah, no, that three he made was quite the play. I do think, though, that I don't know if you can pick an entire possession, and we make the rules, so we could. But that I like that one with the 3 rebounds finished off by Cage Crable, just as he does there. All of a sudden, he's out to 9 points. I think that was really good teamwork. The way that they broke down the press was really impressive. All 5 players getting fully involved. That's definitely the other candidate, along with Sullivan's impressive 3 through the foul.
Well, and that there was they just out-efforted Schlegel. They just kept trying, kept getting in the right position, and really impressive continuous teamwork there.
Jackson Smith called for his second foul, first against the Cardinals in the quarter. Grisby will not make the first. Aaron Johnson comes into the game, only his second shift of the day. The 5'10" sophomore. Haven't seen a lot from number 15 so far. Here is Grisby's second. And it'll go after hitting the back of the rim, bringing his points tally up to 6. Tying him with Diamond Evans for second on the Schlegel side of things. Gardner and Jerome again tasked with breaking down the press. They do it really well. This is looking very similar to the previous one, except Jackson Smith puts it away at the first time of asking. Cardinals up to 60 points now. The ensuing possession for Schlegel called short here by a foul against Braden Gardner.
Number 13. I'm kind of wondering if Schlegel's coach said that they're not really focused too much on defense, more about getting some rhythm on their own offense. Maybe the game is too far out of reach. It's just about finding moments of success for his players.
I think like I said, I think they've done really well to come back from where they were after both the first quarter and the first half to be really, in terms of the basketball going on right now, forgetting about the scoreboard, that they're really in it. They're playing well, giving Eudora fits, and making them have to work hard, which is good. JoJo Richardson, who was the first player to score today for Schlegel, has himself into double digits now with 10 points on the day. And then some. Jackson Smith was unable to handle it, but then Cage Crable recovered really well, and then JoJo Richardson stole it just as well, and it's going to result in Delenn Grisby with an easy bucket there. 8 points for him now.
Certainly there's a danger of this devolving into a little less organized basketball.
It definitely is, but with only 1:40 left, hopefully Cardinals can maybe get some nice plays just like that. Jerry Coble from 3. We saw him make one during the halftime break, and he does it here in the game. Jerry Coble from 3. That's a really nice way to get the Cardinals back on track, playing some nice basketball there. JoJo Richardson really considered that longer shot, ended up handing it off to Grisby, who then did take the long shot, couldn't get it to go. And Aaron Johnson, in the process of rebounding that ball, is going to draw a foul against Jerome.
I haven't seen anyone getting in foul trouble. That's a nice note.
Yep. Yeah, the only one was on the Schlegel side of things, Ronnie Bush, and after he got the three fouls in the first half, we haven't seen him play nearly as much. And yeah, on either side of things, no one even at 3, I think. Under 40 seconds to go here. Shot clock is off. White. Put away by Caleb White. And Cardinals have definitely figured out the method to breaking down the press. And Micaiah Jerome puts that one away. Cardinals out to a 37-point lead with 13 seconds to go.
And another steal.
They add to it. Braden Gardner, he's going to mercifully let it be 37 points that the Cardinals win by a really well-rounded performance. Maybe slow down a little bit at the end, but never matter. The Cardinals with a very comfortable win means they will end the tournament on a victory. They will go to 7-4 on the season, and they will win a fifth place finish here in this invitational tournament. We will go to break, and then we will wrap this one up before previewing the next game between the Eudora Lady Cardinals and the Wamego Red Raiders.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, well, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Welcome in here to the post-game show following a very comfortable victory for the Eudora Cardinals. Post-game show is brought to you by Anthony Brown at Farm Bureau Financial. And we are soon going to transition into previewing the next game, but first we'll wrap this one up. What are your general thoughts on the game, Kevin?
If their whole tournament had gone that way, they'd be champions.
Absolutely.
That just didn't happen for them, unfortunately, in that first game. But they did pick up to rebound the tournament with 2 wins to end it out, and that's the best they could do.
Yeah, and like I said, in terms of losing that first game, this was the best you could ask for after that. Won their final 2 matchups, both that they were favored in, but they lost the first that they weren't. So really nicely done by them, and they could end up losing to the eventual champions as well, which would definitely be some form of a consolation, even though they would have maybe liked to be the eventual champion.
Absolutely.
They were first sizing up this competition. But a very, very good performance all around. They're just back on the right track. 7-4 now on the season. Got a couple wins in a row. So definitely a good way to wrap everything up. And great seeing some new names out there as well.
And everyone getting a chance to score, be effective, good passing, good rebounding. All phases of the game were absolutely clicking for the Cardinals.
All right, well, since we are closing in pretty quickly on the girls matchup, let's just get right into our play and player of the game. We will first start with the player of the game. You already know who it is. It is going to be Logan Sullivan with a really impressive performance all around. He had some really good passing to mix in with some great shooting. A typical Logan Sullivan performance, and it was maybe even more well-rounded than we're even used to his great performances being, which just makes it an even better day for him. So definitely well-deserved. He is going to win our Barbed Wire Barbecue Who's Smoking Player of the Game. Be the MVP at your next watch party with Barbed Wire Smoking Game Day deals. Packs start at $35 and feed 4, or the biggest pack feeds 8 for $90. Pre-order now by visiting them at barbedwirebarbecue.com or call 785-856-0877. And we've got the absolute play of the game from Absolute Painting. We mentioned a couple candidates. I think they are still the 2 true candidates, which is the potential 4-point play from Sullivan, the 3 that he shot off the ground. It was just a crazy play, through a foul. Very impressive from him. And also the Eudora Cardinals, the way that they figured out how to break down the full court press, culminated in a play with 3 rebounds and then Cage Crable putting it away, which they were then able to recreate that way of breaking down the press 2 or 3 more times after that. And you know what, Kevin? I'm going to hand you the decision between those 2 different plays for our Absolute Painting play.
As much as I love the good teamwork, as far as an individual play, it has to be the fadeaway 3-point shot from Logan deep in the corner while he's getting contacted. All the things you want from a great play all show up right there.
So he's going to sweep play and player of the game, then winning the absolute play of the game as well from Absolute Painting. Take advantage of Absolute Painting's Winter Interior Special, booked from November through February, to get $1,000 off plus other great offers. Some restrictions apply. For details, call 785-333-9651. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. And that will also do it for our post-game show, as we will transition in to the pregame show when we are back from this next break. So I will get you the live read now. Anthony's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 101 West 10th Suite A in Eudora or call 785-615-0516. Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show is next.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Our company just has a company.
So we've got the Kaw Valley State Bank pregame show beginning here, as we've got the matchup between number 1 seeded Eudora and number 2 Wamego Red Raiders. Actually, the Wamego Lady Raiders, excuse me. And looking at how Wamego's season has gone so far, they were undefeated coming into this tournament, and they've got their first loss of the season, in the semifinal against St. James, who will be playing in the final against Piper, Piper being the team that knocked off Eudora. So Wamego now sits at 8-1 on the season. The Cardinals sitting at 7-3, Lady Cardinals. And that is going to be the first section here of our pregame show. We will go to break and be back.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up!
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Back on your Kaw Valley State Bank pregame show, and we've got some interesting tidbits for you The one that I just saw that's a little bit concerning, maybe the one common opponent of Tonganoxie these two teams have. Eudora beat Tongi 37-27. Wamego has twice beat Tonganoxie this season, once 61-28 and another time 58-23. A very high-powered offense, which is also exemplified by the fact that in all but 2 games this season, they have scored more than 50 points. And in the 2 games where they didn't get 50 points, they won anyway. So they are a very effective team when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. And there's a player that you wanted to highlight, Kevin, that is a part of that as well.
Yeah, so speaking with a local rep from Amigo, highlighted a player number 3, Lexi Hecht. Been a high averager for the season. Last night hit 36 in their game. That's an impressive statistic.
Yeah, she scored 36 of their 51 points in the loss to St. James Academy. I mentioned in the previous part of this show, that was their first loss of the season, brought them down to 8-1. And yeah, Lexi Hecht will be someone to look out for. Scoring 36 points is just a ridiculous tally. So that is going to pretty much do it here on our Kaw Valley State Bank pregame show. Kaw Valley State Bank provides the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking service possible. Proud to cheer on the Cardinals and serve the Eudora community. Learn more at KawValleyStateBank.com. We are also closing in on opening tip-off, which will be brought to you by Pyramid Place Early Education Center. Kick off your child's educational success by enrolling them at Pyramid's Place. They're your place in Eudora for quality preschool education, childcare, and after-school programs. To learn more, visit them on their Facebook page or call 785-542-1296. And I will soon also bring you the starting lineups brought to you by the Eudora Community Library. The Eudora Community Library is proud to support the Eudora Cardinals by providing exceptional community events for children and families through excellence, inclusion, persistence, and collaboration. Go Cardinals! The library is cheering you on. So that concludes our Kaw Valley State Bank pregame show. When we are back, we will get you those starting lineups, and this game will get underway.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Back here as we are prepared for tip-off to be brought to you by Pyramid Place Early Education Center. They just announced the starting lineups from the Eudora Community Library. We will first start with the Wamego side of things. They've got Lexi Hecht starting, that high-scoring sophomore. Greer Panzer, number 5. Isabella Wilbur, number 20. Riley Meinhardt, number 21. And Sarah Springer, number 30. Meanwhile, Eudora's lineup is unchanged from the game they were playing 16 hours ago, with Jayla Erpelding, Bryn Dieterding, Kenzie Yoder, Lainey Orr, and Parker Long, all in the starting 5 for them. So we are underway here in this third-place game between the 1 and the 2 seed of this tournament. Neither one playing the game they wanted to be playing today, but it's going to be a good one nonetheless, as two very solid teams meeting up here in a high-quality clash to close out the Tonganoxie Invitational Tournament for both sides here and for Eudora as a school on the day. Here's Dieterding with the ball.
Well, and we saw this last night in Wamigo's game against St. James. They play in a full-court defense, not necessarily a press, but it's an interesting change from most ladies basketball games.
The look of their defense so far is reminding me a lot of the Eudora guys' defense. They were just shutting down all of the lanes that Eudora might have taken to drive to the basket, and it resulted in a turnover there. Still scoreless early on.
Well, I think, and what you highlighted, Reed, when Wamigo is held below 50, they are generally close, even though they've won them. I think that's what this game is going to be. I say this does not get over 50 for either team and should be a close final score.
Yeah, they're 2 games below 50. They had a 44-40 win over Topeka and a 41-39 win over Marysville. Extremely close was that one. But yes, even in their loss yesterday against St. James, they scored 51 points. They just can't help themselves but score high. Bryn Dieterding shooting high and scoring 3 here to begin this game. Got the scoreboard switched again here. Eudora out on top early, 3-0. Previous game, Eudora was visiting. Now they're listed as the home side. So now the scoreboard is correct. And unable to convert on that short shot was Riley Meinhardt, but got it back up and converted there. This is Parker Long, and she's going to be fouled by Lexi Hecht.
So it appears to me that Wamigo is trying to isolate Bryn Dieterding and keep her out of the game.
Right. Shot from Laney Orr misses. Looks like we've got a bit of trouble with the stream. The clock is still going on our feed, but you cannot see the game right now. Hopefully that fixes itself out for you. If not, we'll try to get a fix at the quarter break. Going to be an inbound for the Lady Cardinals here. Dieterding takes the long option to Erpelding at the top. So they can still hear me? All right. Sounds like you guys can still hear me, but the feed is lagging. Hopefully we can get that fixed, but for now it'll just be like a radio broadcast.
So inbound underneath for Eudora.
And Dieterding takes the quick option there, trying to get it to Yoder on the far corner, but Riley Meinhardt outstretched the left hand and popped it out of play. Still will be in the hands of Lady Cardinals. 3-2 our score. And then miscommunication there. Dieterding looks upset how that one played out. Actually, she's got a smile on her face, but
yeah, so she threw the ball out towards midcourt, assuming her team would make that maneuver, and no one did, so it ended up being a turnover to Amigo.
Now they are got it inbounded and right underneath the basket. Isabella Wilbur gives her team the lead again. It's 4-3. Actually, lead for the first time. Wamigo out on top. Laney Orr. And now Parker Long driving to the basket and is going to be not fouled. She commits the foul, says the referee. Close contact there. Riley Meinhardt wins the foul. It's going to be called against Parker Long, her first. Right underneath the basket. She tried to get a shot up. Meinhardt got her hands on the basketball. They both went down to the ground. And referee says it was in the favor of Wamigo. Again, want to apologize for the lag on the stream. We will try to get that fixed at the quarter break. Don't want you to miss any of the action going on here. So radio style it is. And a long three going to be attempted by Lexi Hecht. Won't go for her. We highlighted that she scored 36 points just last night. She took one from a bit of a diagonal angle, top of the from outside the three-point line. Came up well short, airballed it. Parker Long now in possession for the Lady Cards. Dribbles past mid-court, handed off to Dieterding, but is called for a travel. So it will be Wamigo starting with the ball about a quarter of the way through the court on the left side. Inbounded to Hecht. Hecht has Erpelding working against her. Then passes it to the left. Pittenger-Reed. Pittenger-Reed then finds Hecht in the right corner. Back to Pittenger-Reed on the left side. She drives to the basket coming from the left side. Puts it up with her right hand and doesn't go. And then Erpelding brings it down. Dieterding has the ball in her hands now. Leading her team down court. She's standing on the right side across the big, bright red Tonganoxie tee. Finds Erpelding near the bottom of the basket and then couldn't get that shot up. Nicely defended by Sarah Springer, the 5'6" senior. Hecht runs down the right side of the court with Erpelding working against her. And then her pass across court, I've never seen that before, hit the rim as she was trying to pass from the right corner to the left. Or sorry, not the rim, the basket. The net. That's the word I was trying to find there. She was trying to get it across court, ended up hitting the net, slowed it down a bit. And the Cardinals quickly broke down court, and now they have an inbound from the back line. There are a couple of substitutions here. Keltner and Brunkow coming in. Erpelding and Long coming out. Dieterding finds Yoder on the far corner. Finds Brunkow near the top of the key, and then going to commit a foul is Brunkow against Hecht. Called for a charge there. This is Hecht working against Brunkow right on the Tongi tee at midcourt. Now Brunkow goes to the floor, passes off to Pittenger-Reed in the corner, and her corner three airballs. Dieterding brings it down comfortably, hands it off to Yoder, who gives it right back so that Dieterding can dribble down court. Pittenger-Reed in her face. And a beautiful play there means it had Laney Orr hand it off to Dieterding, who was trying to drive to the basket, but it was shut down really well by Pittenger-Reed, who then ends up committing a foul against Dieterding. Fourth against Wamigo so far here. Brunkow is going to take the inbound. Before that, though, Laney Orr comes out for Lucy Gippen.
Got a steal by Wamigo driving down court and thrown out of bounds. Turnover to Eudora.
Is that this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to unplug it and replug it, see what happens. It's going to make this lag for a second. Inbounded from Yoder, far right corner into Brunkow. Brunkow now is past midcourt. Still 4-3 here. Low scoring early on. Dieterding now in possession of it. Shoots right from the free throw line, and it goes in for two. She's given her side the lead once again, 5-4. Now Hecht past midcourt. Brunkow working against her. Gets a pick set on her by Isabella Wilbur. Then a long pass finds Dallas Fraser-Brown. And then a Sarah Springer trying to get a shot from inside the paint and is fouled in the process. She's going to get a couple shots from the free throw line. Foul goes against Dieterding. First one does not go. So Eudora stays in front. And the second one does. So it is a tied game, thanks to Sarah Springer. Dieterding has to jump to get her pass across to Keltner because she had Greer Panzer at 5'9" in her face. And then a turnover as the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be in the hands of Wamigo. Hecht calling out the plays as she crosses midcourt. Goes left to right. Then passes to the right corner. Greer Panzer thought about going back towards the middle. Gives it to Dallas Frazier-Brown on the right side. And then as she gets it back to Sarah Springer, Dieterding comes flying in and goes to the ground. Then Springer finds Frazier-Brown left side near the basket. Doesn't put it away. And then Yoder, trying to get her team down court, turns it over. And she was very upset to have done so. And then Hecht went and shot a three, immediately pulled up and converted. 8-5 now is the lead for Wamigo. Yoder very disappointed with how that one played out. Dieterding stumbled and passed it off to Yoder. Yoder drives to the basket, draws a foul just as she always does. And she's going to get a chance from the free throw line. 64 seconds left before we try to fix the video feed for you. Enza Yoder from the line here. First one goes. Six to 8 is our score. Lady Cardinals are also into the bonus. Yoder gets both of hers to go. Very nicely done there. And then she's going to be substituted out for Lainey Orr.
About a minute left here in the first quarter.
Coach Parker giving a speech to Yoder, seeming to just sort of try to ground her, calm her down. She had that unforced turnover pass she got pretty upset at. But I think she'll be all right. Good movement from Wamigo. Sarah Springer with the ball. Passes it down under to Dallas Frazier-Brown, who drove to the basket working against Lucy Giffen and tucked it away. So 10-7. Dieterding with the ball in her hands. 32 seconds left. Right at midcourt. She makes a high pass to Lainey Orr, and then Lainey Orr gets it right back to Dieterding, who gives it right back to Lainey Orr, standing at the top of the three-point line. Then got it to Brunkow, who got it to Giffen. Missed her first, got her own rebound. Missed the second, then Keltner rebounds. Brunkow on the right corner gets it to Dieterding, top of the arc. And then Lainey Orr couldn't get the handle on it, so Lexi Hecht grabs it, runs down court, gets a pass off to Greer Panzer. And before she could get up to get the shot, she was shut down. Nice defensive work there from Eudora. 7 seconds left for Wamigo to try to get a basket here. Giffen comes out for Erpelding. Hecht gets it in. She's going to try to get a shot off here. 4 seconds. 3. She actually passes it. And it goes Isabella Wilbur right under the basket. Makes it 12-7. So that's going to be the score after the first quarter. Apologies for the video errors. We will try to get that one fixed before the second quarter. And I believe that we are back here on Eudora Sports Live. Going to just go ahead and verify that before I keep going here. Make sure we are all good. All right, and we are back. Apologies for those technical difficulties. You actually did not miss any baskets as we've gotten you back for the first one there. Wamigo converting from the line. So 13-7. And then the second one does not go. Thank goodness I don't have to broadcast like radio anymore. I'd be happy to do that if I was prepared for that, but that was a unique experience trying to paint a picture for you. I'm no Bob Ross. We've got Parker Long in the left corner, hands it off to Erpelding, driving to the basket, and couldn't put that one away from short range. That's unfortunate. Cardinals sort of needed that one. Wamego got an early lead here.
Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a timeout.
Yeah, I think
pretty
it could
quickly
be
from Eudora.
Could be time for one of those.
They need to talk about getting their there we go.
There it is.
Yeah, make the passes shorter. They're trying to get these cross court passes and they're losing possession.
Coach Parker might have literally heard you. He's sitting close enough that it's possible. Gone ahead and took your idea, called the timeout. We will go ahead and do the same and be right back.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Back following the timeout from Coach Parker. 16-7 here. Lady Cardinals trailing. Dieterding gets it off to Long and then back into Dieterding. Nice pass there, but couldn't get close enough to the basket to feel comfortable shooting. So it's worked back around to Erpelding. And now Dieterding wants it from three and can't get it. Then Yoder, before she could rebound, has Heck smacked it into the ground and back behind the back line. So it'll still be Eudora basketball. Dieterding gets it into Long. Long finds Yoder. Yoder gets a pick from Orr, but it didn't end up resulting in a shot. Got it out to Erpelding, and Erpelding does very nicely to put that one away from short range. Cardinals within 7.
I think driving the lane is an important part of getting this game back on track for the ladies.
Erpelding did nicely there as well to make sure Lexi Hecht could not get comfortable. Sarah Springer. And this will be a jump ball.
Which should favor Eudora.
Indeed it will. Kenzie Yoder gets that inbound to Erpelding. It was under some pressure from Hecht. I think that Erpelding versus Hecht might be a fun 1v1 matchup to keep an eye on for the rest of this game. Here's the next chapter of it. It's a pass out to Long. Long wants a long shot. And off the back of the rim. Just a little too long on that one. Here is Hecht against Erpelding. Gets a soft pick from Riley Meinhardt, which bought Hecht enough space to feel comfortable shooting, but couldn't convert.
Well, if you're going to have Erpelding run defense against Hecht like that, she'll need to get subbed out more frequently because she's going to be working hard.
Got a blocking foul against Soraya Pittenger-Reed. Her second. First, though, against Wamego in quarter number 2. Long inbound. Ding to ding. In the hands of Erpelding with Hecht working against her. Hands it off to Dieterding, who's going to try to drive to the basket, and she's going to get fouled. No. They call it against Eudora. No, okay. Excuse me. She does earn the foul there. She will get a couple shots from the line. Remember, in the first quarter of the game yesterday, she missed a couple chances, very uncharacteristic, but then the rest of the game had a perfect showing from the line. Here, though, misses her first. I believe that was all the way up to 4 of 4, maybe even 6 of 6 over the course of the rest of that game yesterday. But misses her first one here. Gets the second one to go, though.
Well, and I imagine one of the strategies that Eudora could be using is trying to get the Wamego ladies into foul trouble.
Definitely possible. Kenzie Yoder, I'm sure, would love to play a role in that. Soraya Pittenger-Reed with an effective free throw shot there as she was under no pressure. got to take that one comfortably, sized it up, put it away, 18-10, Wamego on top. Dieterding trying to wait for her teammates move around. Laney Orr pulled that one up and just couldn't make it. We complimented her for her three-point shooting in terms of quality over quantity. That one was definitely a high percentage one in terms of she was right in front of the basket, no one putting pressure on her, but off the front of the rim. No good from Laney Orr. Substitution for Wamego sees Greer Panzer come in for Soraya Pittenger-Reed. This is Riley Meinhardt and now Sarah Springer. Driving to the basket here was Panzer and Penzi Yoder doing her favorite thing to do out there on the court. She went down and celebrated when she heard that whistle blow. Kenzie Yoder drawing the foul against Greer Panzer. Just what we had called upon a few minutes ago.
And Wamego has relaxed. They're no longer running the full court D.
Maybe trying to sit on their lead, but long time left, so I doubt the Eudora Cardinals will let them get away with that idea. This is going to be Dieterding from three. And, oh, man, looked perfect, but was just a little off to the left. And then Yoder slid on the ground. You could hear it audibly here in the arena, which allowed the referee to make the easy call of a travel there, much to her displeasure. Hecht finds Meinhardt. Meinhardt pulls up from short range, just like that earlier one she made from the free throw line. She loves that mid-range shot. She's good at it. Here's Erpelding, not working against Hecht for the first time in a while. Finds Orr, and Orr finds money. She puts that one away, 12-20.
Nice teamwork and passing right there. That's what they need to do more of.
Interesting seeing Erpelding separate herself from Lexi Hecht. I don't know if that just sort of was it just happened to play out that way. Parker Long gets her hands up. Hopefully she can put this easy one away, and she absolutely can, and induces a timeout from the Wamego Lady Raiders bench. So we will be right back. Back from the break, Eudora within 6 following Parker Long's steal and easy layup. Nice to see that she was able to stay cool and calm, put that one away while on the run. Induced the timeout from Coach Brian McIntosh of Wamego. This is Brunkow who was working against Hecht, and now back to that same matchup. Meinhardt is going to get another one. She is very good from mid-range. Definitely a regular contributor to the high-scoring nature of this Wamego offense. If you can get those high percentage shots, that's huge. This is Yoder. Dieterding in the paint, gets it back out for Orr. She wants some redemption from the three-point line, but doesn't get it. And then a foul is going to go against Eudora.
You know, we talk about in soccer that when you're handling the ball, you don't want to bring yourself all the way into the defense before deciding to pass. I think that's something that Lady Cardinals are facing right now. They're all the way into the defense and then decide to pass.
I think they're trying to maybe find those routes, and then as they go a little bit down the road or the alley, they find that it's shut down. They need to find a detour. I think that's just a credit to Wamego. And you know, it could be a part of trying to draw in the defense, make sure they come towards you, and then you find the open player that they maybe abandoned to close you down. But not working out perfectly so far, and Riley Meinhardt, who I've been complimenting on her mid-range shots, makes one from beyond the three-point arc, getting Wamego out to 25 points. Cardinals need to try to close this deficit before halftime. We will have our Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show. Dieterding tried to give a little shake and bake there to Sarah Springer, but she did not buy the cookies. Laney Orr gets that rebound and couldn't put away from the paint. She's got another opportunity, though. And as she was trying to go up, she's going to draw a foul. That one was pretty clear to see. Goes against Riley Meinhardt. Actually, they call a jump ball. I really felt that she was fouled there.
Well, so did one of the referees.
Yeah, they ended up going with the jump ball instead. So, goes in favor of Wamigo. And then Bryn Dieterding is going to be taken out for Erpelding. That was interesting seeing Coach Parker very aggressively and very quickly making that decision. I'm not sure what he saw, but whatever it was, they made him sure he needed to get Dieterding out for Erpelding. Hecht working against Brunkow. Trying to find some space. Instead finds Panzer. Panzer gets it in to Isabella Wilbur, who couldn't put it away. So now Yoder working down court finds Erpelding. 7 seconds left. Cardinals need one before the break. Brunkow, can she get it? She can! Huge basket from Izzy Brunkow means the Cardinals are within 8 before halftime. We will go to commercial and be back with our Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Gene's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Gene's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Gene's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Gene's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community, with all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve. Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Welcome in to our Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show. Gene's Heartland Foods is is a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need from everyday essentials to items from around the world. Jeans is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. See weekly specials and more at heartlandfoodstores.com. And currently the score 25-17 as the Lady Cardinals are trying to finish on the podium in this third-place game. Kevin, what are you seeing out there?
Well, I think Wamego has a distinct advantage. They have the Cardinals on their back foot. They're a little off balance. I'd be impressed to see if Coach Parker could adjust, play a compressed half-court offense where you're using either the high side of the free throw line up, or the left side of the court, or the right side of the court. Those are some pretty intense modifications to put onto a team mid game, but I think that's what's going to happen if they want to start moving the ball effectively.
Yeah, and I think that three-pointer from Brunkow right before we went to the break is really huge for getting the Cardinals back in. You know, that's instead we're talking 8 points rather than 11. You look at 8 points at halftime and you're like, oh, we could so do that. 11, of course, you could do as well.
Good shot, you're right back in it.
Yeah, 8 points, very doable. I think that shot from Izzy is absolutely huge. And yeah, I mean, it's not impossible. This is one, the Cardinals, when they were sitting at 7-0 riding high, were like, this might be one of the best teams around. They might be able to, win a championship. And then, they've hit some turbulence, sitting at 7-3 now. Sorry, they were 6-0, then 7-3. Coming up against a Wamego team that was undefeated at just the beginning of yesterday is a real chance to prove your mettle, really prove that you are among the best. So far, they're keeping up with them, but they got to get back on track, back on level terms, and try to get back out in front in this one against the high-powered Wamego offense, which is halfway to their 50 points out.
Absolutely. I was just going to mention that. They're on track for their 50-plus, and if the Lady Cards want to compete, they need to up the defense and get more of those shots. They got to keep taking the threes. It's been one of their strong suits all season. They got to keep pumping the threes.
So that's going to do it for our first portion here of our Jeans Heartland Foods halftime show. We will be back with a little bit more of it right before the second half commences here on Eudora Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
what would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
And third quarter action about to begin here. Our Jeans Heartland Foods halftime show fully concluded. Bryn Dieterding, who's on the ball now, the only change to the 5 that ended the second quarter. Brunkow back on the bench. Parker Long wants it from 3, and oh man, you can't get more in before going out. Cardinals really needed that one. That would have been huge. But still an encouraging start from Parker Long and the Lady Cardinals as a whole.
Well, and batted out of bounds there by Jayla Erpelding, so that was impressive.
Hecht against Erpelding again. The battle resumes for them. This is Pittenger Reed, and then the long three-point shot from Panzer won't go. So still the same score that we began with. Here's Bryn Dieterding. She's going to maybe try for it herself and then is called for a travel. She thought she might have earned a foul there, but instead committed a travel. A little bit surprised. This is Panzer. Now Pittenger Reed. Excuse me, Meinhardt. I was calling 21 Pittenger Reed. 21 is Meinhardt. My mistake.
You know, early in the match, Wamigo was trying to isolate
Yoder in all kinds of space.
Wow.
I didn't even know how she managed to get fouled. There was no one near her when she first got the ball. She still managed to pull off a Kenzie Yoder play and might make it into an and one. You were saying, Kevin?
Early in the match, Wamigo tried to isolate Bryn Dieterding, and then they gave up on it. And I think that Coach Parker decided that they want to isolate Lexi Hecht the same way.
That was just crazy from Yoder. She got fouled out of nowhere. I really didn't see any Wamigo players close enough to make that happen.
Oh, she's good at drawing contact.
Yeah, she is. She could get the Cardinals back within 5. And does just that. An amazing play from Kenzie Yoder. If they get back into this one, if they get back tied in this one, they were well in this one. If they get back on level terms and maybe take the lead, definitely a potential for the absolute painting, absolute play of the game there. That and one from Kenzie Yoder. A great pass from Hecht there. Did really well to find Isabella Wilbur. And she did
immediately stolen.
Just as well to put it away. And then they are back in control following the inbound. And 2 quick baskets for them. That shuts down most or all of the momentum that Kenzie Yoder just created. As it is now a 9-point lead, bigger than where it began when the second half commenced. Here's Parker Long. Now Orr thought about a third attempt from the 3-point line and drew a foul in the process of driving towards the basket. On black 20, that's Isabella Wilbur. Now Pittenger Reed comes into the game for Greer Panzer. Also got Dallas Frazier Brown coming in for Isabella Wilbur. Dieterding trying to find the person to inbound to. Needs to get it off quickly. Does it in time. Finds Yoder. Yoder hands it off to Erpelding and then sets a soft pick on Hecht. And then Dieterding, man, really liked the technique on that shot, but just a little bit off. This is Meinhardt. And going to go out off of a Cardinal player, so it'll be in the hands of the Lady Raiders. Coach McIntosh definitely displeased with something he just saw, giving his team a bit of an earful. This is Fraser Brown. This is Pittenger Reed. And then Meinhardt is the one to put it away. Yoder down on the ground in pain. He's going to end up jogging it off, though. Cardinals need to get some turnovers here on defense and maybe some three-pointers on offense. Need to start closing the deficit. Kenzie Yoder in the corner, doesn't want it, though. Gives it to Laney Orr. Orr finds Erpelding. And, wow, couldn't get the rebound there. To be harsh, it was tough to mess that one up, and she just couldn't get the handle on it, and it ended up rolling right into the hands of Riley Meinhardt. Erpelding and Dieterding were both right there, and it just went the one way that it couldn't go. This is Pittenger Reed. Now Meinhardt. Meinhardt's been very accurate so far today. Finds Pittenger Reed. Meinhardt's accuracy continues, but now it's into her passing game. A dangerous inbound there from Yoder to Dieterding. Could have resulted in a turnover. Lady Cards find themselves 13 points down. Parker Long trying to remedy that, but it hits off the back of the rim and out. This is Sarah Springer, letting her team catch up to her, and then finds Meinhardt. Interesting that Meinhardt seems to be playing the role that Hecht was playing in the first half of just being the leader of the offense as they work down court. Here's Meinhardt. She loves this range of shot, and I think that's the first time she's missed from that shorter range area. Cardinals will definitely appreciate that one as it keeps them closer in here. They need to start adding some offensive play here in this second half, and Dieterding is going to get fouled while she was going up to shoot that one. So she'll get a couple opportunities from the line. Missed one earlier. Is one of two on the day. Now 2 of 3. Brunkow is going to come in. She ended the first half. The very important 3 for the Lady Cards. Keltner also comes in. It's Orr and Long that come out.
You noted that Meinhardt has stepped up into a leadership role here. That is her 3rd foul. That can be a little dangerous.
Yeah, they might have to go back to Hecht. And then a timeout is going to be taken. We will do the same with them and then come back.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Back here, Eudora Sports Live, Reed McAvoy, Kevin McAvoy with you. Bryn Dieterding getting her 2nd of 2 from the line, made the first. And it'll go. Took a couple bounces prior to doing so, but dropped for her. Cards within 11. Hecht finds Meinhardt. You just mentioned, Kevin. She's up to her 3rd foul here in the 3rd quarter. Now Pittenger Reed working against Keltner. She's going to get towards the basket, get a shot off. No foul called either way. And then Leah Winter, a name we haven't called yet, is able to put that one away. Sounded like Brunkow might have hit into that padded base of the basket on the left side. Good thing it was padded because it definitely still made quite a thud. Dieterding got that shot off, but I think it's... No, it will be a shooting foul. Never mind. Didn't look like it was. Pittenger Reed there hit with her 3rd foul. Already the 4th against Wamego. Pingereed is then going to get taken out for Greer Panzer. 3:15 left. Following halftime, the lead has only grown larger, and it might continue to do so as Hecht intercepts, but then fails to put that one away. Erpelding applying just enough pressure. So Brunkow bringing her team back down court. She might do a little bit of DIY. She'll go for it, and it's going to get stuck between the rim and the glass. So it will go into the hands of Wamego. Following Brunkow's shot there. And it'll fall on its own right before the ref used his handy-dandy basketball tool to knock it loose.
Recently saw a highlight reel of college games where that happened. They had to get the cheerleaders to do a pyramid and go take it out there.
That would have been fun. The Eudora cheer team's right down there. Unfortunate, though, for Brunkow, because it would have been nice to see that one go. She's been playing a larger, an ever-growing role this season, and was trying to do a DIY play there, and it just got jammed in between the rim and the glass. And now a foul goes against Yoder, sends Hecht to the line.
Amazing that's only her first foul.
She generally wins those contact battles that she creates. Hecht gets her first to go. The mountain is growing larger that the Cardinals need to climb here if they want to get a third-place finish in this tournament. This is Keltner.
Well, and Reed, I believe you mentioned to me earlier today that these teams are going to meet again.
Yes, they, according to the schedule, they are going to be meeting again just in February, early February, February 2nd. So, however this one ends up going, there will be a chance for the other team to get revenge. We would, of course, hope that it's Wamego set out for revenge rather than the Lady Cardinals. Yoder, just as she always does, earning another foul, this time against Panzer. She then did well to convert. Keltner comes out for Parker Long. The word shouted out from Wamego's coach Brian McIntosh is patience. Yoder converts a second one.
Oh, and Eudora has drawn Wamego into the bonus, so any foul is a shooting foul for Eudora now.
With 2.5 minutes to go, definitely could play a role, especially when Kenzie Yoder's out there on the court and nowhere near foul trouble, so she's got full freedom to be as aggressive as she wants to be. This is Hecht working towards the basket. Long shut it down, but Meinhardt, from her favorite area of the court, the edge of the paint, puts it away yet again. Wamego's offense is still in the groove. This is Brunkow. A very nice shot there. The perfect amount of touch on that one. Cancels out Hecht's earlier shot. Hecht catches that one over the head of Erpelding and then works against Long, but she got too close to the basket to be able to get a comfortable shot off. And that foul, Yoder wasn't even trying on that one. That was just handed to her by Leah Winter. And that'll send Yoder to the line again. Coach Parker calls his team over to talk with him while Yoder shoots her free throws.
Almost had an impromptu timeout there. The refs were willing to wait.
Yeah. Here's Yoder's first. Hits off the front, doesn't go. She was at 62% coming in yesterday. Makes that one go. Cards within 12. Definitely would like that to get a little bit smaller. I'd say below double digits before the end of the quarter would be a nice place to be. Hecht trying to go up, and Yoder got a hand in there, completely shut it down. Some Wamego traveling fans wanted a foul, but seemed that Yoder got all ball. Really nicely done by her.
Well, and then Parker Long went to the battle up in the corner as well.
This is Fraser Brown And it's going to be,
I'm guessing, out of bounds, contacted by Eudora.
yeah, be Wamigo basketball, whatever the call was. Pittenger Reed gets it into Meinhardt. Just got Hecht on her left and Winter on her right. She ends up handing it to Winter. Brunkow is the one working against her. Now Pittenger Reed gets it to Hecht, top of the arc. She wants it from long range, and it doesn't go. Brunkow with the rebound. Parker Long breaking down court. She's going to get picked out by Brunkow and then find Erpelding just barely over the outstretched hand of Meinhardt. High pass from Yoder. Gets it back into the hands of Long. Long drives towards the basket. Could have been a travel. No call, but no basket either. Then Dieterding gets a hand on that one. So it'll be Wamigo basketball near their rim. Did you think that one was a travel on Parker Long?
I didn't see it.
Looked like she had set her feet and then worked again towards the basket. But
there's a lot of forgiveness when you're taking the shot a lot of times.
Yeah. Here's Winter. 12 on 12. Her against Brunkow. Then Erpelding pokes it out of bounds before it gets to Hecht.
44 seconds remaining here in the third.
Would definitely love to see a Cardinals 2 or 3 point basket before the quarter ends.
Steal by Parker Long.
As I said, getting it back under double digits, the deficit would be very nice. Here is Dieterding. Parker Long thought about it. Ends up getting it to Erpelding instead. She almost looked like she winced a little bit at herself for not taking that shot. I think she really did want it. Ended up passing it up. Then Coach Parker calls a timeout with 19 seconds left. We will just take a very quick break and come right back.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Still in timeout here. Coach Parker talking things over with his starting five. 19.4 seconds left to go here. Lady Cards are in the bonus if that happens to factor in. And they also begin with the ball in their hands. Trying to get the deficit back to something that you can count on your fingers. If you count the thumb as a finger, which you should. Yoder
get a shot off.
Finds Erpelding, 7 seconds left. And a travel called on Eudora. That one hurts. Hecht has the ball here. Let's see if she puts one up from long range. She does. Not enough of an arc on that one. But Wamigo goes into the third quarter break with the lead by 12. Lady Cardinals need to figure out some answers here if they are going to win a silver medal in the Tongi tourney.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Kevin makes a good point. Bronze medal, not silver medal. Excuse me. I knew that. I just said the wrong one.
Happens to the best of us.
Fourth quarter just about to begin here. It's a big task for the Cardinals. 12 points. They would have to get while without letting up anything more to this very impressive Wamigo offense that has really been more thanks to Meinhardt today than Hecht, but they have all played a very good part. And Hecht does some tough contact there on Dieterding, which continues.
Yeah, the stifling Wamigo defense is really one of the major elements of their game.
Nice ball movement here on this possession. Finds Dieterding in some space for a second, but then closed down quickly by Meinhardt. Now she's in the corner with 3 Wamigo players in her face. Picks out long all the way across the court. She wants it from 3. And it's going to be an air ball and then a foul on Erpelding for pushing. Third for her. First of the fourth quarter. This is Springer. Springer dribbles to the top of the arc. Now it's in the hands of Hecht, still working against Erpelding, as she has been all day long. And then Panzer completely missed the handle on that one. She was thinking 2 steps ahead what she wanted to do after she caught that one. Didn't see it into her hands and went right out into the stands. So it'll now be a Lady Cardinals basketball.
Yeah, the Cards have to have 2 goals here. High caliber defense to limit their scoring, and then they've got to get the shots off and get more points.
I think it's even a big thing to capitalize on little mistakes like that. Yoder unable to put that one away from short range, where, Panzer was just thinking a little bit too ahead of herself. And, if you could convert on those as well, that's how you get back into a game like this, in and out for Wamigo.
But they do maintain possession.
Looks like Hecht is preparing to take this inbound. 6:38 is all that is left here for these 2 teams in this tournament. Wamigo trying to avoid their 2nd consecutive loss. Sarah Springer comes up well short on that 3-point attempt. Stays in the hands of Wamigo, though. So I guess they're saying a Eudora player got a hand on it.
Probably so short, just bounced off their back.
Parker Long picks that one up following the unsuccessful inbound. So now Dieterding runs down the far side of the court. Back again to her. Coach McIntosh absolutely belting out at his team. Definitely the mentality that it takes, I suppose, to still be pressing hard when you're on top. And the Cardinals are back within 10.
Tell you, someone who is really impressed with their play today is Parker Long. Her 3 isn't going, but she's doing every other part of the game as best she possibly can.
I'd like to see some more typical Kenzie Yoder. It was her style was going very well, and then it's sort of gone a little bit away as of late. She could get back involved. I think it would be great. The Cardinals turn over Wamigo there for a foul against Hecht. Her 3rd. So their 2 most prolific scoring opportunities of Hecht and Meinhardt both have 3 fouls. Cardinals not rushing just yet. Within 10, 5.5. Better to stay cool and calm. Yoder from mid-range. Beautiful shot there. Just the right amount of power and accuracy. So Cardinals back in the same area code within same tens unit. Down by 8, just as they were at halftime. Erpelding seems to go down after the fact there. That was interesting to see that interaction play out. It would be a Wamigo basketball. Springer gives it to Hecht.
I'd be interested to see if Eudora can use the sideline to their advantage. Wamigo puts himself in that trouble spot and then works their way out of it every time.
Hecht thought about driving to the basket, but instead picks out Springer, and that shot just a little bit off. But that's just what the Lady Cardinals need. They now have to capitalize, though.
Once again, Parker Long impressing me with her rebound and her focus on the ball right now.
Dieterding working against Pittenger Reed. Parker Long thought about the three, didn't take it. Now finds Erpelding. She wants it from three. Doesn't get it off the back of the rim. Or though, great rebound gives Erpelding a second chance. And the Cardinals, wasn't pretty, but they came away with the ball for a potential third chance on the possession. She sees Long across the court, does Erpelding, and she eventually gets it to her after dribbling towards her a bit. Then finds Orr wide open and just couldn't get it. Her three has not been on today, which I think is a very big difference in this ball game. She's had three very clear-cut chances, which are the only time that she'll ever pull up from three. And had those gone, Cards have the lead now.
Well, a similar issue for Parker Long. Her threes have not fallen to the
potential. And one there from Isabella Wilder. Trying to finish the Cardinals off here as the game draws towards its conclusion. Both 12s coming in. Izzy Brunkow on the Eudora side of things and Leah Winter for Wamego. Erpelding comes out for the Cards. Didn't see who came out for Wamego prior to the timeout being taken, but we will take a quick break and come right back.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, well, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Wamego trying to have Wilbur turn this into a three-point play and one. And she cannot do that, but it'll be a Eudora basketball. So they stay within 10. Hecht applying a lot of pressure on Brunkow. Now she backs off a little bit. Dieterding gets it across to Brunkow, who did very well to get up and bring that one down. Yoder recovered the rolling basketball, but then it slips through the hands of Orr. Cardinals really needed that possession. So Hecht leading the Lady Raiders. Now Meinhardt, and Yoder stayed in her face well, but then I believe Orr is going to be called on the foul. Looks like it might have been Yoder. See what the call is. No, it is Orr. Yoder was just disappointed with how it played out, but not in herself.
Once again, Eudora not in any foul trouble, so they have fouls to give.
Just hurts to give up more points on the possession. This is Wilbur, who just failed to convert on the and one earlier, but made this one now. Erpelding comes in for Orr following her foul. Wilbur trying to get 2 of 2, but does not. So it's an 11-point lead. Cardinals running low on time here. Dieterding's going to draw a foul there. So it'll stay in the hands of the Cardinals. Only the second one against Wamego here. On Pittenger Reed. Pittenger Reed, that's her fourth now. So Soraya Pittenger Reed might find herself taking a seat on the bench soon, one way or another. Inbounded to Brunkow. Erpelding now.
With the defender so close and so much room behind her, she really should have dribbled into the lane on that opportunity.
Yoder picked out Long, and then Dieterding nearly stole the ball from her own teammate Wasn't on purpose, but just a miscommunication.
Another foul against Wamigo there.
Foul this time on Riley Meinhardt, her fourth. Third against Wamigo. Dieterding finds Yoder. Yoder's going to try to get it back to her, you'd have to imagine, but she was covered up really well by Hecht, so it's handed off to Brunkow instead. 4 Wamigo players absolutely shutting down the paint. Yoder managed to emerge with getting a shot opportunity and then rebounding it in a sea of Lady Raiders and then draws a shooting foul. She will go to the line. This time it's Wilbur with her fourth. So that is number 20, Wilbur, number 21, Meinhardt, and number 23, Pittenger-Reed, all on 4 fouls. As well as the Wamigo Lady Raiders on 4 fouls. 2 of those, Wilbur and Pittenger-Reed, come out of the game. They leave Meinhardt in there.
She's really been one of the secondary spark plugs for this team all night.
Yoder gets that second one to go. A really nice effort in this game all around from Kenzie Yoder. It's about time that everything would need to go in the way of the Lady Cards for them to get back in this one. And that is not going to help. Lexi Hecht from downtown gets her team 13 out in front. The Cardinals just cannot make any long-lasting progress on the deficit. Every time it's a step forward, it's a step right back. They're just not making any actual progress on the scoreboard. Dieterding wants it from 3, trying to cancel out Hecht, but instead it's going to fall to the hands of Hecht. She's got Erpelding in her face, but does well to finish over top of her. So at 15 now, going to be really tough for the Lady Cards. They let Dieterding get all the way to the basket and just couldn't put it in from inside the paint.
I imagine she thought there'd be more opposition. Wasn't braced for an open lane.
Panzer here. Hands it to Meinhardt. Now finds Hecht. This is Fraser Brown. 60 seconds left. Seems that the Cardinals are going to have to be okay with a 4th place finish in this tournament. Not a bad place to be, but not exactly ideal. Definitely also not great to end on a loss. Although it is it's funny, assuming this game finishes where it's at, the boys team ends out on a win but finishes in 5th place, whereas the Lady Cardinals could end out on a loss but be in 4th place. But those two things will feel very different on the drive home. I'm sure it's only a 5-minute drive.
Well, and absolutely. And if I'm coach, my coach, I'm saying, look, our goal is to let them score again.
Yeah,
we're going to keep them below 50, and at least do that.
Yeah, interesting to see if they make that happen. I mean, right now, Amigo's 2-0 when they don't score 50. So Cardinals might get added onto that list, but their only loss was just a crazy high-scoring game, 73-51. They're just a very, very prolific team, are these Wamigo Lady Raiders. As the timeout wraps up here with 60 seconds to go. It's going to be Leah Winter to begin play for the Raiders. Erpelding tries to swipe at the ball from the hands of Hecht. Hecht finds Winter. This is Panzer. Brunkow is the one working against her. 30 seconds now. Dieterding trying to get that one, as Hecht didn't have the best of handles on it, but just enough to stay in control, end up drawing a foul, which will put Wamigo into the bonus and send the 6-1 Isabella Wilbur to the line. It's Yoder's third. Then a new name checking into the game for Wamego, Skylar Schoenbeck comes in for Dallas Fraser Brown. Wilbur's second one does not go. Yoder grabs the rebound. Looks like they might keep up your goal of not letting them score again. Erpelding hands it to Brunkow. Brunkow wants to get to the basket. She really did well there. Just got a little unlucky. Erpelding trying to get it from three, and that one doesn't go either. A little bit unlucky. Could define the Cardinals' entire day, as they only had the lead once early in the first quarter and never were able to get it back. Wamego will get the bronze medal here, and Eudora will come out with a fourth place finish. Still respectable, but not what they wanted, definitely. Coming into this tournament, we will take a break and then begin our post-game show from Anthony Brown at Farm Bureau Financial.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, we know that
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, we know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Welcome in here to our Anthony Brown Farm Bureau Financial post-game show. It's going to have to be a truncated edition of it because there's the next round of this tournament trying to get going here, or the same round, next game of this tournament that is about to begin here. So we will just quickly wrap everything up here on the Postgame show from Anthony Brown at Farm Bureau Financial. Anthony's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 101 West 10th Suite A in Eudora or call 785-615-0516. We will first get into the barbed wire barbecue Who's Smoking player of the game. And my winner for that is going to be Kenzie Yoder. I think she played a really nice game. She could have asserted herself even more than she did on the game, but she played her style very well. The confident style that she does play all over the court tonight, I think really was the driving force for her team trying to get back into this one all night long. Unfortunately, couldn't happen, but I think that she is definitely deserving of that title, the player of the game. Be the MVP at your next watch party with Barbed Wire Smokin' Game Day deals. Packs start at $35 and feed 4, or the biggest pack feeds 8 for $90. Pre-order now by visiting them at barbedwirebarbecue.com or call 785-856-0877. And then my absolute play of the game from Absolute Painting is going to go to Izzy Brunkow. I think that three-point shot right before the halftime break really did put some wind into the Cardinals' sails. Unfortunately, they couldn't carry that on into the second half, but I think that was a very big moment that really affected the complexion of this game when it went into the halftime break for the Lady Cards. So Izzy Brunkow, the winner of the Absolute Play of the game, brought to you by Absolute Painting. To take advantage of Absolute Painting's Winter Interior Special, book from November through February to get $1,000 off, plus other great offers. Some restrictions apply. For details, call 785-333-9651. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. So that is going to pretty much do it here at Eudora Sports Live. I want to quickly say thank you to all of our sponsors. Let me find the graphic for that. There's that. Thank you to all of our sponsors that help make Eudora Sports Live possible. And for Kevin McAvoy and Reed McAvoy, we will say go Cardinals and have a good afternoon.